Welcome to Trend Guards. Look, our whole mission here is to bring you the facts, accurate, verified, well-sourced news on the tech that's completely reshaping our world. For the last 3 years, AI has made digital content unbelievably cheap and, honestly, almost too easy to produce. But the creator economy, it is being rewritten right now in real time. Major platforms are dropping the hammer with strict regulations, and we're seeing a massive market correction taking place. So in today's Explainer, we're going to break down the hard data on these new AI mandates, the cultural backlash against synthetic media, and the intense legal battles that are literally redefining the creative economy. Let's get into it.
The sheer severity of platform enforcement right now is escalating fast. According to verified policy analysis from Storytorio and Reworks, TikTok has officially rolled out rules requiring creators to use a built-in label for any fully or partially AI-made sales content. And if you leave that synthetic content unlabeled, the platform is going to auto-flag, suppress, or completely remove your post. It's that simple. Meanwhile, CNBC reports that Amazon is making similar moves. They now require third-party sellers to label any media featuring AI-generated people, which is a shift actively driven by new state-level legal compliance.
The root of all this really comes down to a specific line in TikTok's seller policy. It says, AI must not be used to mislead people, distort facts, or misrepresent products. So they are drawing a very hard, definitive line here. AI-assisted creation is perfectly fine, as long as you're completely transparent about it. But outright marketplace deception, that is now strictly banned. And frankly, it could cost you your entire account. To really wrap your head around the scale of this new enforcement era, just look at this number, 3 billion. Yep, 3 billion with a B. CMS Wire reports that TikTok alone has already labeled over 3 billion videos as AI-generated. They've even rolled out a feed control so users can actually dial up or dial down the amount of AI content they're exposed to. Disclosure isn't just a best practice anymore, it's basically the default setting of the internet. So here is the casualty list. According to reporting from Wired, McGraw-Hill, and Listen First Media, some massive brands are getting totally burned by their own audiences. We're talking Valentino, McDonald's, Coca-Cola. They've all faced direct consumer backlash for, well, shipping lazy synthetic ads. It turns out audiences are actively punishing brands when they swap out that expected human craft and care for cheap synthetic efficiency.
Now, platforms are definitely responding to this backlash, but honestly, it's causing some major collateral damage. Digiday notes that networks like LinkedIn, Snapchat, and Substack are deploying new tools to flag and suppress this so-called slop. But right now, we're navigating a really messy middle phase. Real, authentic human creators are actually getting falsely flagged as AI on platforms like Meta and YouTube, so genuine human effort is getting lumped right in with the synthetic volume.
So what does this all mean? Basically, the market is actively trying to reprice authenticity. Because AI has made content generation virtually free, the content itself isn't the scarce asset anymore. Trust is. Cheap AI volume has basically become a baseline commodity. But on the flip side, verifiable human proof, real footage, real faces, real hands-on expertise, that is what commands a massive premium in today's creator economy. The shift in where users are spending their attention is just staggering. According to Sensor Tower's State of AI data for this year, Americans spent roughly 705 million hours with AI companion apps in just the first quarter alone. Think about that. AI isn't just a back-end tool for creators anymore. These AI personalities are becoming the end content themselves. And to really put that 705 million hours into perspective, that is roughly double the 352 million hours users spent on traditional dating apps during that exact same time frame. Let that sink in. AI companions are actively and very successfully competing directly against established relational platforms. And the adoption curve here, it skews incredibly young. We're seeing massive revenue projections from firms like ARK Invest, who project this sector could hit anywhere from $70 to $150 billion by the end of the decade. But anchoring those projections is current, verified data from Transparency Coalition AI, showing that an astounding 72% of teens have already used an AI companion at least once. This massive shift in attention is completely reshaping live streaming too. AI virtual streamers like Neurosama are fundamentally altering the economics of being a creator. Research published in Science Direct points out that utilizing AI can reduce live streaming costs by over 30%. Why? Because these firms can maintain consistent personas, broadcast 24/7 without getting tired, and scale interactions infinitely.
This is direct, highly scalable competition. If you're a human streamer right now, you are literally competing against entities that do not sleep and cost 30% less to run. NPR reports that the music industry is locked in an absolutely grueling fight over AI music royalties right now. Let's break down the confirmed facts versus the unknowns. The confirmed fact is that major record labels are currently suing prominent AI music generators, specifically Suno and Udio. They're arguing that tracks trained on copyrighted catalogs shouldn't be allowed to be monetized. But the critical unknown, the giant question mark in all of this, remains when an AI generates a hit song in seconds. Who actually gets paid? Does the money go to the user who wrote the prompt, the tech company that built the AI model, or the original artist whose data trained the system in the first place? The urgency to resolve this legal battle is being highlighted by real-world exploitation happening right now. According to reporting from Soundies, one individual recently used AI-generated songs, combined them with streaming bots, and fraudulently generated billions of plays. They managed to siphon an incredible $10 million in royalties before they finally got caught. It just goes to show, when content is virtually free to produce, royalty pools become immediate, massive targets for synthetic extraction. Based on all these verified reports and policy shifts, your action plan to adapt to this market correction is pretty clear. First, label all your AI content immediately to avoid getting suppressed or removed by platforms. Second, sell human proof, not synthetic polish. Authenticity is your premium right now. Third, keep a very close eye on the AI companion economy, because it is capturing hundreds of millions of hours of human attention. And finally, if you're a creator or a brand, you need to position and protect your music and media rights right now, before the legal precedent is permanently locked in. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a couple of really critical questions to chew on. First, thinking back to those music industry lawsuits, who truly deserves the financial payout for machine-generated art? Is it the engineer who coded it, the prompter who sparked the idea, or the original artist whose life's work fed the machine? And finally, think about this whole situation from a marketplace trust perspective. Are strict labeling mandates, like the ones TikTok and Amazon just introduced, really enough to protect consumers? Or should platforms just go ahead and completely remove all unlabeled synthetic sales content to maintain total integrity? Look, the creator economy isn't dying, it is just being aggressively repriced. So keep an eye on the verified data and stay tuned to Trend Guards as these stories continue to develop. Thanks for checking out this explainer.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.